let's get started. No, I'm ready. Thank you for being here today. I know it's nice and early in the morning, 7 a.m., but we get to do something in a moment to celebrate a young man for an accomplishment that doesn't happen often much in schools, much less our school, but across the country. This is a rare occasion that we get to celebrate, and thank you for being here today. I didn't have a ton to do with this. I'm just proud as an AD that it's happening in my school, and this young man walks these halls and plays on these fields that we have. So I'm going to turn it over to Coach Teeter. There's been a lot of influential people in his life, but one of them is Coach Teeter, and he'll start and get us started with some great words.
All right, I'm not used to using the mic because I've got coach voice, but we'll do this here. So Jakobus, we're super proud of you. I know this day has been a long day coming. If you're not aware of how the college recruiting thing works, especially at the Division I, Pac-12 level, it's kind of like a dating relationship. You have to find the right fit for both parties. And you can be in love with some school, but they may not return the love and so forth. And so when you find somebody who loves you back and you love them and it's the right fit, you make a commitment to each other. And Jakobus did that with WSU a while ago, right? So he's been committed, had that opportunity, got to know the coaching staff, and went over and had his visits, and it was just the right place to be. And I think mom's an alum, right? And sister goes there, and so there's a lot of connections already at Washington State University, and just felt like home. And so we are so proud that this time has come. When he signs his national letter of intent, today's the first day he can do that with the early signing period. That's kind of like the marriage commitment, right? That's the time that it's actually official. Up until this time, it's just been, hey, we've both agreed to it, but people can change their minds and back out. This is now official, and so this is a huge day for us. Jakobus is the first player in the history of Lakewood High School to sign with an in-state Pac-12 school, and that's huge. Okay, only the second player in our program's history to go Pac-12. Dustin Stanton went with Oregon State in the past. No pressure, he had a shot in the NFL for a couple years, so we expect big things out of you. But Jakobus has been a guy who, obviously, you have to have natural gifts to make it to this point, but you can't just rely on that. Okay, he also had opportunities. He had scholarship offers from 2 Ivy League schools. So academics have to be a massive priority, and he's going to be graduating with over a 3.5 GPA in challenging classes while balancing multiple sports. Has also, done basketball, and before high school, he was a state champion wrestler. So he's a well-rounded individual athletically. He was selected twice as team captain on our team, and his work ethic it's pretty unparalleled. He and some of his teammates would get after it during COVID. Sometimes they had to do it on their own, right? And so JR was always his lifting partner, and those guys made each other better all the time, and best of friends, and I know JR's proud of this too, because he helped get him here. And the whole coaching staff, appreciate you guys and the work you guys put in. Family, great job raising such a remarkable young man, and you have so much to be proud of. Jakobus, we know this is just the beginning for you. We can't wait to celebrate and continue to watch your career as a Cougar. Go Cougs, right? Once a Coug, always a Coug. So one other thing before he signs his letter of intent, something else that's kind of cool that we do in our program is we have a wall down in our locker room called Collegiate Cougars, and anybody who goes on and plays college ball, we put up a plaque like this on the wall. Jakobus hasn't seen this yet. I'll read to you what the plaque says inside of it, and then he'll sign this as well. So Jakobus, you want to take a look at that real quick while I'm reading about it. It says number 54, number 99, because he played both offensive line and H-back for us. Okay, Jakobus Seth, offensive line, defensive line, 2018 to 2021, Washington State University. Jakobus is the first LHS Cougar to earn an in-state Pac-12 scholarship. He excelled in the classroom, weight room, and on the field. His 1,115 pounds combined in the bench, 315-pound max, power clean, 315-pound max, and squat, 485-pound max, is an LHS record, and the power clean is also a record. Jakobus was a 4-year starter for the Cougs and earned first-team all-conference honors from his sophomore year on. At 6'3", 285 pounds, he was physically dominant, often demanded double or triple teams. He had 125 career tackles, 15.5 tackles for loss, and scored 2 touchdowns. It was not unusual to see Jakobus get 2 to 3 pancake blocks in a play. He was a team captain as a junior and a senior. Jakobus, we're so proud of you. We'll have you sign, but before we do that, if you'd like to say anything, or if there's anybody you'd like to thank, you'll get that chance now.
first off, I'd like to start off by thanking my family. I know today's like talking about my hard work and all the work I put in and stuff, but I want to acknowledge that the behind the scenes work they put in for me and the sacrifices they made, paying for all my gear and just some of my injuries, and I appreciate it. I just want you to know I love you guys and I thank you. I want to thank my coaches too. I want to thank you, Teeter. I know the hard work you put in on your off time, just for the whole team and for me, and you made every single one of my films, which I was fortunate enough to get out and looked amazing, and I appreciate that I could show my skill set. I want to thank my O-line coach, Coach Carlson, just teaching me most of what I know about O-line and just coaching me along the years and just making it a fun experience for me and for everyone else before me. Coach Jones showed me how to work hard in the weight room especially. Just was a big example of what a D1 athlete should look like, and I just want you to know I followed your example as much as I could, even though I joked about you not being that good. I look up to you a lot. I want to thank Coach Moore too. He has the wisdom, just like years of experience, and pretty much anything you said, I took it into a lot of consideration. And I want to just say, like, it was one of the film sessions about sophomore year, towards the end of freshman, I can't remember, but we were talking about the potential I had in just going D1 and what position I could play in. That was pretty much one of like the biggest influences for me, like on how much I believed in myself. Is because I know how many athletes you coach yourself, and man, I just want to say like that's kind of where my D1 dreams started. I didn't even know like how much potential I had till you kind of showed me and said to everybody and just kind of lit a fire under me and stuff. I like to thank my teammates too, just not even the ones that are here, but the ones that came before me that aren't here right now. They're as much of a, like they made me feel as much part of the Cougar family as you guys do right now. I mean, I'm not gonna say everyone's name that came before me, but I want to know they're loved by me, and I thank them, especially the O-line and the current O-line too. You know, I want to think of the few teammates and friends in the front row too. Blake, Jaden, Dylan, Justice, you too, Aaron, you're a part of the O-line. I just want to thank you guys. You guys helped push me, just made it a fun experience for me to play football here, and I always remember that. I just want to go back to JR again. He did help push me a lot. I looked up to you. We just went back and forth, and honestly, without you, I don't know exactly where I'd be, like, because even though, like, you just push me every day, I just want you to know that. And I look up to you too. I want to thank everyone else out here that woke up this early to watch me sign a piece of paper, dedicating a few years of my life to an amazing school and a part of a new family. I want to thank my basketball coaches too, and I just want to talk about freshman year when Coach Whitaker, Anthony, pulled me aside during lunch to ask me to play basketball. I was super skeptical and just had no experience, didn't know what it'd be like, and I want you to know, I often think about that moment when I'm working hard just on my own time during football, weightlifting, and everything else, because I honestly don't believe without the experience I got from basketball, I don't know if I could be in the same position I am today. Just it's helped me become a more rounded athlete, and just it's affected my playing style a lot, so I want to thank you guys. I hope I got everybody. I don't think I missed anybody. But I just want to give a general thanks to everybody. Don. Yeah. Yeah, football mom, basketball mom, does a lot, drives us everywhere, especially on long road trips. I want to thank you too. My aunt Sean, she's pretty cool. Yeah. You know, and I just want to thank the Lakewood community in general, supporting me, just being there and giving me like a lot of memories to look back on. And I want you to know I appreciate you and I love you guys. Thank you.
I love you. As Jakobus is signing, there's another letter here that comes from the administration at the high school that I'll read, and he'll get a chance to keep this. There's a copy for him and for his family as well. Says, Jakobus Seth, congratulations. We are so proud that you've earned the right to continue your academic and athletic careers at the collegiate level. And you can sign those as well in this. Usually we put your number and your signature right there. You have worked incredibly hard to achieve this goal. Most importantly, you have excelled in the classroom while maximizing in your development as an athlete. Athletes, thank you for all of your hard work, dedication, school spirit, and leadership that you have put in while here at Lakewood High. Parents, thank you for all of the countless hours, support, and dedication to your student athletes and to Lakewood sports. We want to thank you for representing Lakewood High School, and we wish you the best of luck at the next level. We are blessed here at Lakewood to have such a great community. Best of luck in your future endeavors. Once a Cougar, always a Cougar. And it's signed by our principal, Jeanette Grisham, and our athletic director, Matt Blair.
Thank you.
Signature. As soon as Jakobus finishes with this, we'll get pictures, and so pictures with family, and if there's friends he wants pictures and stuff with, we'll take turns getting people up to get that picture.
Let's give him another hand real
Yep.
quick.
If I have any coaches here, let's go basketball coaches and football coaches, and then we'll get just the football coaches and get a few of those shots in real quick.